Hey, good morning. It's Thursday, March 16th, and we're here to solve the New York Times crossword puzzle. Thanks for joining me here. Appreciate it. Go ahead and like the video because you're probably going to like it. And if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd appreciate that. But all we do here on this YouTube channel is solve the New York Times crossword, so that's pretty fun. If you watch this channel regularly, you know I have a buddy, Tim, who, whenever he solves the crossword in less than double the time it takes me, so like if I solve it twice as fast as him, he thinks it's a victory if he beats 2xm. So I'm m, and he needs to get under 2xm. Yesterday he solved today's puzzle in 22:59 and texted me advanced gloating, expecting that I wouldn't be able to solve it in less than that. So, what does that mean? I have to solve it in what, 12, right, 11 and a half minutes? Is that right? 11 and a half minutes? Yeah, something like that. Under 11 and a half minutes. Tim recently published a book. It's called, I just want to get this right, What's Our Problem? A Self-Help Book for Societies. So if you're interested in societies, self-help, books, or Tim, then you should probably look into that. In the meantime, though, I'm going to quit rambling, solve this puzzle, hopefully in less than 11 and a half minutes, so that smug Tim, with his successful book, can shut up for a minute. That's all I got. Let's do it. Rebecca Goldstein, Thursday, March 16th, 2XM. What do you kind of raise a manta ray? Who plays it again, Sam, in Casablanca? Who says play it again, Sam? It must be Elsa. Pink slipped. Axed, like fired them from a job. Deafening, could be like a roar or something. Beef that's aged, it's like an old cow. Form of racing requires 1 foot on the ground at all times. No idea. Satirist mort. Take hold. Sort unlikely to stoop, say. Like a short person. Motorist offense for short. It's like a DUI, DWI. Shrug, I don't know. Don't know. A complicated situation. Notable. Spot for a stud or a bud. An ear. Buenos Aires. Heading in the right direction. Golf legend Gordie Howe. This might be rigged, a mast, which you'd put a sail, you'd rig a sail to. Count us in. Churn. Nobel Peace Center's Oslo, Norway. Big to do. Be a gala or a fete or something. Ones who know what's coming. Oh, probably Sears. Blubber is fat. Could also be like gab or yak. Woman's name that's a palindrome. Okay. Looking through the looking glass character. Intestines place is your abdomen. Pop singer's nickname that omits 51 across. Well, that's going to be interesting. Ingenuity org. I don't know. Italian for milk. Latte. No. I don't know what it is. Golfers involuntary wrist spasms while putting with the yips. Plant scene rolling through this puzzle. Hexagon bordering 2 rectangles. Great Lakes people. John Irving protagonist T.S. something. Hawaiian goddess. Boy, not doing great. Hit the mall, say. Possible cause of a cough. Not great. Gargantuan. This could be massive. Kayak alternative. Oh, Expedia. It's not a kayak, it's kayak, the website. Get togethers, meetups. What do you meme? Singer McCain, Edwin McCain. 16 Cups abbreviation. Holy Scroll holder is the Ark of the Covenant. Towelettes in a fast food restaurant. Oh, those would be moist towelettes, right? So maybe different kind of ray. Heaven sent. Neighbor of chlorine on the periodic table. Contingencies. This feels like this might be wrong. Because ors, ifs. Oh, Ilsa maybe. Ifs. Chairs are leaders, people who chair a board. Beautiful. Beef that's aged. Wings, things. Let's see. Form of racing that requires 1 foot on the ground. Sister, that's got to be Anne, right? Mediocre effort. Something game, like B game or C game or something. Wahoo. Makeup artists. Liars. A Rolo is a candy filled with gold foil wrapper. Thing in the right direction. East. Go a few rounds, say. Essay count words. Creatures described as eels? Must be. Count us in. Elizabeth of WandaVision. That's Elizabeth Olsen, the Olsen twins' other sister. Va-va-voom. So something weird is going on. So it's like, would we ever or could we ever, right? Go a few rounds, say. Is it like twirl? Go a few rounds, twirl. Editorial overhaul. Churn. Is this like royal? Like a certain Freudian complex. Take on together. Developing, say. Like in utero. Family friendly for the most part. Like rated. This must be a stir. Rated PG, I'm going to say. Not go to bed, stay up. Shakespearean humor. Blubber. Like sob. Seize. First lady between best, no idea. University of Georgia athletes to fans. Those are the dogs, the Bulldogs. Something said, critically acclaimed. She said, maybe? I don't know. Hebrew word meaning son of, I think, is Ibn. Psychopharmacology initials, like it's like LSD? No. A kind of ray. A kind of ray. Deafening, a roar. That's what I guessed the first time. Beef that's aged. What is this? A form of racing that requires 1 foot on the ground at all times. Form of racing. Speed skating. So SPEED. Ugh. But this is Edwin, right? Ed. Oh, speed walking. There we go. Satirist Mort. Is it like Saul? Sweet. Wings things. Unlikely to stoop. Like a snob. Complicated situation. A tangled web. F. Beef that's aged. Something's wrong there. Churn. Woman's name that's a palindrome must be Anna. Through the Looking Glass character. Intestines place like mid gut. Weird. A pop singer's nickname that omits ANA. Hmm. Ingenuity org. NASA. Italian for milk. So it is latte, right? Tag team. Shakespearean humor. Bile could be. Plant. This must be like a tumbleweed. Hexagon bordering to Utah. Great Lakes people, I'm not sure. Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes and fire. Mall. 16 cups is an abbreviation. 16 cups abbreviated. Oh, gallon. Oh, gamma ray. Okay. Beautiful. I just don't beef that's aged. Beef that's feud. Editorial overhaul. A rewrite. Be royal, right? Freudian complex. Oh, Oedipal. Singer's nickname. I think it's ATI. C's. Something's wrong here. TWEE. TWEED. Tweed. C's. Usurp. This must be Mamie Eisenhower. Oh, Tweedle. C's. Dates. She said, son of, likes people of the Eries. Must be Ben. Hit them all. Spend. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, I know it's right there in time, but I've got a mistake somewhere. Oh, this is devastating. Very upsetting. T.S. Garp. Ah, Tim. Meme, Gamma, Ilsa, Axt, Aurora, Feud, Speed, Walking. I think it's Mortsal. Set in, Snob, BWI, I don't know. Tangled Web. Oh, I get it. So weed is tumbling through. Okay, that makes sense. Notable VIP, Ear, Iris, Would We Ever, Royal, Oslo, Stir, Sears, Sob. What is this? A woman's name that's a palindrome. Anna, Tweedle, Dumb, Midgut. So what is this? Pop singer's nickname that omits ANA. Oh, Jesus. This is very upsetting. Very, very deeply upsetting. Ariana Grande. I should have definitely had that. And rewrite was just a mistype. I was so there's a saying I've heard in like the restaurant business, probably also like carpentry, probably lots of things, but slow is fast and fast is slow. The slower you go, the more you slow down and think about your actions, the more likely you are to do them properly. But I was going fast. So Didn't work out for me that time. And Tim, you get your 2XM victory, and I'm very, very upset, and you've ruined my entire day. So, and I don't even have a book to promote of my own. Very, very, very upsetting. Nice puzzle. I like this. I like the idea of tumbleweed as a concept. I just recently watched The Big Lebowski, and it like opens with tumbleweed, going across the high desert of outside Los Angeles. Um, I think it's pretty cool, and I think that it's nice the way it was executed in 4 different ways. It's not the same. Like it's actually tumbling through the puzzle. I think that's really pretty smart and clever, and a good example of like how there's lots of themes that still have not been exhausted. Sometimes I feel like every theme's been done to death, but we can find themes everywhere in the world, and this is pretty well executed. We've got speed walking, tangled web, would we ever, Tweedledum, and of course the revealer tumbleweed. Those are all solid. I mean, none of them are amazing. Speed walking is a funny pursuit. I was sure it was speed skating for a second when I first got there, and I thought I had some mistakes, but I was wrong. It was all good. There's some stuff in here I didn't love so much. I mean, mana crossing gamma with argon and aurora. I don't know. That's not my favorite section. And then you got like Ilsa over top of Saul with this odd spelling of so wheat. So there's a few different. This hung me up a little bit because I wasn't sure. I kind of got that it was going to be so wheat, but it could be like SAWWEET, so wheat, or I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty subjective spelling. And feud, beef that's aged. I think that's a really good clue, and I had a hard time with it. It put a smile on my face when I finally got it, but yeah, it was a little bit tough. In utero, I know this is a medical term, but it always just makes me think of the Nirvana album In Utero from my youth. I mean, this has got to be mid 90s that came out. So that's kind of a fun accidental reference to a great album by an awesome short-lived band. Editorial overhaul, rewrite, yeah, sure. Oedipal complex, okay, that's fine. Elizabeth Olsen's really funny. Like she grew up in the shadow of her younger twin sisters. I think they're younger. I guess they must be older. They must be older. Yeah. Either way, she grew up in their shadow, and now is the much bigger star probably than they ever were because she's on a huge show, WandaVision. Although Full House was a pretty big deal back in the day when the other Olsens were on it. Rolos, I'm very partial to. Chocolate plus caramel equals heaven. Might as well call it mana. Some tough names. I mean, Edwin McCain from a 25-year-old song. Like, that's challenging. Anne, I just guessed it was Anne because every royal person's name is Anne or Charles or George or whatever. There's only so many names to go around. Ilsa, Saul, Anna, Ariana. There was a couple others that I struggled with, I feel like. But overall, pretty good. I mean, just really a good... Oh, Mamie Eisenhower. I mean, that's like... I think we all know Jackie O. Bess is kind of a tougher... a kind of a tougher reference for a first lady, and then you have to know like the chronology of presidents and who they were married to in order to figure out who was in the middle. I got kind of lucky on that one. I had M.A. and just kind of figured the rest of it had to be Mamie. So anywho, I'm done rambling officially. I appreciate you joining me here for me not defeating Tim's 2XM quest. Very disappointing, very upsetting. It would have been so satisfying to get that in at 11:20, just under the gun. But alas, I did not do it. 1234 still not too bad. I mean, still on the easier side for a live solve puzzle, and overall really good. I mean, we have a lot of interesting fill here, which is great, and we have a strong concept, strong theme that was well executed. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. And I really appreciate you guys joining me. As I said at the top of the video, please like it. Please subscribe to the channel if you're interested. And you can join me here roughly once a week when I get around to solving a video solve. It's once a week ish. And I keep telling myself I'm going to do a second solve every week. I'm like, all right, on Sunday I'll do it, but it doesn't seem to happen. Anyways, though, very much appreciate you joining me. Hope you'll join me again next time for another live solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.